At Moombahton shows, it's just like, it's either they're grinding or they're jumping up and down and getting into it. And that's, or just like, you know, shimmy shaking. I started out as a visual artist, and I did photography and printmaking and all these different art medium. When I actually started getting into music was when I was 18. My friend helped me learn how to use Serato and all that. I really wanted to play electronic music in clubs, and the only place I could get booked was like top 40s places, which sucked so much. I mean, I like pop music, but I hate DJing it so much. That's the reason I got into music and started making it, was because I wanted to DJ electro music. So I was like, all right, the only way I'm gonna be able to do this is if I start making it.
Dillon, he was out here in LA. He's one of the first like local guys I met because we just moved our studios here in LA. One of his managers at the time, Stretch Armstrong, sent me his demos, like, hey, you should hook up with him. I was like, sure, we can maybe do a collaboration or something. But he came over and he had all these great tracks, and then we actually did KK, this one record together with Maluka, and they fell on his EP, but we actually did a bunch of cool stuff together, but I realized he was like, you know, really talented.
I first heard Moombahton from Munchie, and that's when I was just blown away by the genre. Moombahton it's reggaeton meets Dutch house meets anything you want it to be at 110, I guess, as long as it has the dembos in it.
It just didn't make any sense. I was like, what do you want to slow down music? Everybody's trying to make it more energetic and crazier. This is way more sexier. This is better than that just same bleepy bleep sound all the time.
The first track that I ever knew where I was like, this is it, is the track Massive Blaster. That track actually started as a house track. I was going down to San Diego to go and DJ with my friend, and we were listening to music in the car, and I was talking about Moombahton, and I was like, it's this new genre, and there's this one guy, Munchie, making it, and I played one of his songs, and he was like, whoa, that's awesome. And then I was like, all right, hold on. And I slowed down mine in the car while he was sitting there, and I was like, what do you think about this track? And I played it for him, and like his reaction was crazy, and he was like, who's that? And I was like, that was mine. I actually gave you this a long time ago, but it was at 1:30. So that's when I was like, okay, this is something I can do. And that's how it happened.
So Dillon, what you been up to? You've been making lots of remixes actually, because every day I get a new remix.
Too many.
Are you going outside at all? You're not. Okay, I was like,
look
what are
how
you
white
doing?
I am.
You are really white.
I know.
But you're from West Wildwood, whatever it's called.
Yeah,
it's all white people there.
I'm Black Irish, so.
Yeah. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
This is about Moombahton.
Yes, it is.
Okay? So Moombahton is sort of like this Frankenstein genre that doesn't really have, we're the first actual release, I feel like. We put the first kind of original stuff out there through Mad Decent with the Blow Your Head comp with Dave Nana. But before that, it sort of is just a bunch of kids that hear the sound and they just started doing it and copying it. And it's coming from nothing. And we don't have any, you know, prerequisite or precursor of what it's supposed to sound like.
Well, it's pretty much like what happened with dubstep.
Yeah.
Because it was all kids from Croydon, like Scream, Benga, and Lofa, that all got together and were like, all right, well, we're making this music, let's like go out to a club and play it.
Right.
And they just kept playing it, and then it evolved where more people started making it. But I think the reason that Moombahton has such a bigger, like, it's just like everyone's doing it is because it started on the internet instead. Yeah. It didn't start in like a little area of London or wherever it is.
It started in a little area of the internet.
Yeah, exactly. And then just like...
Exactly. But yeah, technology, man. That's the way to go, man.
Yep.
I think that the most interesting thing about it is that what's happening is these kids that are making it are following it religiously, and they're developing it, and they're like putting the energy into it 100%, and they're making songs. Every time I hear a new song, I'm like, damn, it can go this much further, or it can sound like this now, or you can edit this kind of crazy record. So I think that that's what Dillon's great at, because he's sort of like inventing it as he goes along.
I don't really mind if people bag on it and say it's a subgenre and not a genre, or vice versa. There's so many subgenres of dubstep and like bro step now. So, you know, maybe Moombahton is a subgenre of Dutch house. Who knows? Who really cares? I just think if you like the music, then listen to it, and it's called Moombahton, and that's it.
When it comes like going head on with music journalists who are trying to explain what I do, it's never comes out well, because I don't really, there's not like really a formula I'm just making this whole shit up as I go along, and Moombahton's the same way. Like it's not like there's something calculated. You're not gonna find the history and, you know, be able to track it down to we're the first. You can't actually with Dave Nada, but from then on, like it's just growing. We're writing the books right now, we're writing the history of what it is. And to be honest, music journalists, you know, I appreciate music journalists as much as anybody because they just journalify music. I mean, what would we do without music journalists to tell us what's good or not, you know? How would I know? What was I listen to if I didn't have music journalists to tell me? I would be just at home with the iPod empty, just sitting there wishing to someone tell me what I wish I listened to. It's sad. Is sarcasm going to go over well in this interview, or is that just going to...
I'm not sure.
It's really weird working in a genre that's this small, but working in this genre because it doesn't have a lot of people is also really cool because like I have no boundaries of where I want to take my sound, and I can do anything I want. I mean, I can do anything I want regardless, but right now it's really cool because I'm like paving a way for my name every single time I step out of the box with a new Moombahton track.